hope everybody's having a great spring so far. Today I want to talk, ironically, about caregiver chaos, because that's what I feel like I have been in the midst of for the last several weeks. And I know that other people who I am connected with have also been in the midst of this, if not recently, then within this last year, because a lot of us have been connecting with each other and talking about our chaos and how overwhelmed we're feeling when we're trying to help somebody, either caring for them directly or helping somebody to care for somebody else. The last several weeks have been very chaotic, both physically, because there's been things that had been needed to be done, and emotionally, as we're caring for somebody, especially at the end of their life. My stepmother, Helen, wonderful lady, passed away a few weeks ago, and she did have hospice towards the end of her life, and then 24-hour continuous care through Vitas Hospice, which was wonderful and helped my dad a lot. But my sister and I tried to be there as much as possible to help him out. However, I started to realize as I was over there helping out that I was really letting a lot of balls drop, let's say. You know, most days I go through and I get my stuff done and I'm working on my business and I'm connecting with people. And this year, with all that we've been through, we had my husband's mother who was on life support at the beginning of the year. She, thank you God, is doing much better now. She has had open heart surgery. His brother then suddenly passed away. We also had a dog who was ill and passed away, and then my stepmother who just recently passed away. And I just started to feel like I just can't keep up with everything that's going on. And I know I'm not the only one. And I feel like every other email I'm sending out or phone call I'm making starts with, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry that I didn't call you back right away. I'm so sorry that I didn't connect back with you right away. And it's just a feeling of I just can't seem to get anything done. I'm very blessed that I have a wonderful business partner, Susan Avello, who has really picked up the slack while I've been in this chaos. But last week it just kind of came full force when I realized after we had the funeral and I was trying to get myself back together just how chaotic my life has been. It's not, again, just that physical, you got to be doing something, you have places to go, there's needs that need to be met, but it's that emotional feeling of this is just a lot. Grief. We already were grieving the loss of my brother-in-law and concerned about my mother-in-law, and then the concern for our dog and the grieving over the loss of our dog, and then going through the hospice experience with my stepmother and trying to support my dad and realizing that he hadn't been taking care of himself either. And so we needed to kind of get into action to make sure that he was on blood pressure medication and taking care of himself and getting sleep, because when it all came down to it, we realized he hadn't really been sleeping in about a year with all the things that had gone on with her health-wise and him trying to help her. So it was a lot. And last night, the real catalyst for me to sit down today and make this happen was I got a call from a woman that I've been working on a screenplay with for my second book, If I Walked in Her Shoes, who was caring for her grandfather. And we've been trying to connect and schedule regular appointments to meet, and they always get rearranged or rescheduled, and then that one gets rescheduled. And finally last night she called me. She called me from the hospital. She's in California. Her grandfather's in the hospital, and she just really had to bend. She is the stronghold for her family, and everybody's relying on her, and she's needing to make some decisions regarding her grandfather and his care, and she just was in the midst of that chaos. And what was really great is that she called me and really just connected with somebody who understood where she was. And so that's what I'm encouraging people to do. If you are in the midst of caregiver chaos, first and foremost, breathe. Take a deep breath and breathe. We forget to breathe so much in our life. We run around, we do all of our things, we take care of everybody's needs, we're in our chaos, and we forget that we need to breathe. Secondly, reach out to other people who have been there before. If you don't know anybody who's been there before, seek out a support group in your area, a caregiver support group, and make time to go. Connect with other people, because that's a very lonely feeling when you're in that chaos and you feel like you're the only one going through it. Other people have been there. You're not alone. So reach out. If you are the friend of somebody who is caring for somebody that they love, just show up, see how you can help, bring groceries, make a call, send a card, tell them how much you care about them, pray for them. There's so many ways that we can support each other. And when people are in the chaos of caregiving, a lot of times they tend to isolate themselves. So that's when we really need to bust through and not overpower them, but really go in and say, I care about you. You know what? Let me go get your groceries. Or, hey, why don't you let me sit with your loved one and you go get the groceries and just get out. Go for a walk. Clear your head. Take care of yourself. Caregiver chaos is something that many of us have experienced. A lot of you know where I'm coming from. This is the first time that I really think I've sat down to breathe in several months. So thank you so much for those of you who are caring for somebody that you love. Thank you. Thank you. That's a choice to care for somebody. So thank you so much for caring for that person. And please breathe. Take care of yourself. Ask people for help. You don't have to do it alone. We're all in this together. Have a great day, and I will talk to you again soon. Oh, and by the way, Madeline, I am wearing pants. Bye-bye.